Fair warning, everybody, this is going to be a crazy, insane rant. Not even a rant, just a ramble, I guess. I was originally going to go through my favorites on Hulu and talk about the shows that are on there, and thus the shows that I like. And I got to the very first one, which was Chuck, and then I decided that I'm just going to talk about the reasons that I like Chuck. Uh, so, yeah, this could be very long or very short. I'm not too sure. So, Chuck aside, a very popular movie that I liked for a really long time and then suddenly did not is Grease. And I will tell you why I don't like Grease. I feel that the movie takes a lot of people that have a lot of character and they essentially tell them that their character is wrong. Um, like with the movie basically culminating to Sandy completely changing herself in order to be with the guy that she likes, and that's okay. And I like the song "You're the One That I Want." It's very catchy and fun to sing, but I just don't like the message of the movie, and yeah, I don't. So I can't enjoy it anymore, which is sad because it's just as a musical standing on its own, not thinking at all about the story. It's very pleasurable. So what does that have to do with Chuck? I think that Chuck is everything that Grease is not. I I was thinking for just a couple moments about what I was going to say about Chuck and was going to go through, like I said, all the other TV shows and decided just to talk about that one. Uh, and I love it because the nerd gets to stay a nerd, um, which is pretty amazing. Like a lot of times you have these shows where uh, like the whole nerdy guy falls for the pretty girl is not anything new. But usually the nerdy guy has to lose a little bit of himself. And yes, Chuck grows up a lot and changes and I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. Although if you haven't seen the show, like go watch it. I think it's still on Netflix. I don't know. I'll let you borrow it. I mean, really, you should see it if you haven't. Uh, but yeah, throughout the whole thing, like he just gets to stay him, and um, there's character development, but not so much that the character completely becomes a new person, but just a normal life character change. People change all the time, especially if you go through lots of really big stuff. Um, but yeah, there's so many non-perfect characters. Pretty much everyone on that show has flaws, and that's so rare that you get to see that part of television without it being berated or made to seem like it's a problem that you need to fix. Even Sarah, who's, the perfect girl in the show, has her issues. We don't know her real identity. Her dad is crazy. She's was not at all a popular person in high school, or super attractive or anything like that. And I don't know. I could go on if I wanted to get into each individual character and talk about why I love the characters or particular storylines or anything. It's so real. Like the show is just a very real show, and there's something for everybody there, and everyone has a way of feeling like they belong. Because all the characters do, even the super big jock guy. Not Jacques, sorry, I have a friend named Jock, and then which I just pronounced differently. I hear it in my head. You probably can't tell the difference of what I'm saying. Uh, but yeah, the Captain Awesome, who you start out making fun of him because he uses the word awesome all the time and everything is awesome, but really he was super awesome. And it wasn't a super serious show. I mean, obviously, most of those things would never happen. So it didn't take itself too seriously. But it still just had a great message. And like I said, I just can't get over how amazing all of the characters are. And I don't know. It's really great. I could talk a lot. I was reading today about being vulnerable and acting, and uh, I'm holding back right now because I just don't want to get into it. But yeah, it's such a great show. So that wasn't nearly as long as I thought it would be, but it's still been kind of a long time. So I know a lot of my friends out there love Chuck, either watching it when it was on originally or recently when it was on Netflix or any other thing. So tell me your thoughts about the show, why you love it, what you think some of the best parts are. Uh, I'm sad that it is no longer on, although I feel that I'm glad that it didn't really overstay its welcome. So that's a good thing because then I can go back and just rewatch it and not regret anything. Not really regret. There's a word I'm looking for, but it's not coming to me. So yeah, so tell me what you think about Chuck. And maybe tomorrow I'll go into the rest of the shows that I watch. Maybe not. I don't know. The month is almost over. I'm running out of time. And I still need to sing a song. Or not. We'll see. Anyway, that's all. Bye.